Welcome back to another episode of the Tasmania slash Hobart rebuild. Not enough can be said how poor the Big Bash season was. We did win a game. We did finish in last place though. Yeah, pretty much a trend throughout. We played. Who did we play? We played the Melbourne Red, the Melbourne Green, and the Perth Scorchers. So we'll say this game 184 for 5, 20 overs, 1 for 19 for Lamahani, one of his better games. Fielding 2 for 31, Malenko 1 for 35. 118 for 9 is all we could post. Tim Payne, he had a few good games, 50 not out, and 2 fizz for Boomer and Stanlake up front. 8 overs for 20 between them. We're never going to win a game of cricket with them two bowling that well. So just continued on, 166 for 8. One of our better bowling efforts. 4 for 30 for Malenko, 3 for 26 for Fielding. Just at batting, 112 all out. Colin, 41. Spence, 26. Rogers, 3 for 22. We had Rogers in our team a few seasons back. We let him go. It's one of those things. Just, continuing on, 35 run defeat against Brisbane. Really good 187 for 5, 64 for Heslett, 42 for Corrie. Bowling was okay, but anything over 180 for us is a bit out of our reach at the moment. We had a very poor start, but Dermot, Pekowski and Colin. Saunders and Clark batted reasonably well, but the run rate was just too steep, and they bowled really good lines and lengths. Sayers 2 for 21 and none for 21 for Skikedi. It's pretty good as well, but finally, we got a win. We beat the Adelaide Strikers. They posted 174 for 5. It looked like it was going to go the same way this game, with the score they posted. But the guys chased it down. Credit to Saunders for getting a quick start. Pekowski batting right through and Clark getting a good 45. So at least we won a game. In the last two games, 201 for 6, the Melbourne Renegades posted with Warner 52 and Agar 56 at the bottom of the pile. Malenko 3 for 18. 146 all out. Really nothing from the guys there. Agar 4 for 36, deserved man of the match. And in the final game, we posted a really respectful 168 for 7 with Colin 53 and 30s to Spence and McDermott. May put Spence down the order next season and just continue his development. I'm hoping he can average 21, 22 by the end of his career, and that'd be a very good investment there. But they chased it fairly easy. 171 for 4. Miran, Short and Kawaja getting all starts. Gibson at 33. So yeah, pretty terrible season. Brisbane were the champions. Look at that. 14, 1 win, 12 losses, 1 tie. That is a very terrible season. We're going to have a major overhaul for that next season. Now, we have played one first class match, and we played Victoria. And we lost this by 155 runs, 386 all out. The bowling is certainly getting better. Rashid Khan, 5 for 149, but good spells from Corrie, 2 for 78, Stock, 2 for 71. Flint's out of form. Didn't have a good big bash, has been dropped from the first class team for now. 308 all out in response. Spence with another 100 this season. Mackenzie Harvey with a very important 100 for his career. He's sort of trajectorying downwards. Wildermuth 5 for 76. Pick of the bowlers there. They had a handy lead. They got 272 in their next innings. Rashid Khan just going to have to hold on to him somehow. 5 for 81. Rickman 3 for 60. And a very poor batting effort, with Horn 115 only giving us a bit of respectability there with the bat. Tremaine 6 for 39, disrespect us completely. So unfortunately in the league it's that close that we're sitting in last place, desperately needing a win today against first place New South Wales. Got a capable enough team. I'm keeping an eye on this guy. Just mainly because he's getting a few good performances in, but I'm still not keen on playing him. Huck, it's a key blow Rogers as well, because we've got no all-rounder. I'll have to consider Corrie and Rashid Khan as the all-rounders today. Captaincy will go to the out of form Rooney. Who are we going to bring in? the team. That will add a bit of value. I'm going to go with a very interesting selection. I'm going to go Kelly. Kelly's going to come into the team. Seeing if anyone else deserves to be selected. Like look at that, the batting's fine. It's just the bowling we're struggling with at the moment. I think we have to go Flint. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll stick with that team. So this is going to be a pretty interesting battle because Steve Smith is not in the Australian squad. Decent bowling attack, Meredith, Hazelwood, Lyon and Bell. And just got to play well, got to play good cricket. Just want another win before the season ends. Rickman gets the wicket of Daniel Hughes. And Corrie gets the wicket of Larkin. Good spell from both of them. We'll bring Rashid Khan into the attack now. And Rashid Khan is delivering good performances regularly for us. Been a very good overseas investment. I think that was a good call bringing him in. Because he just gets wickets. And he just gets the tallies down from 500 or 600 down to 300 or 400. Makes it a bit more manageable for us. 106 for 4. I'd say we're in front in this game at the moment. But Steve Smith at the wicket. Incredibly good cricketer. Just got to keep the acid on them. Someone's got to get the wicket. And Kelly's got the wicket of Sangha out for 23. 166 for 5. And Rickman gets the wicket of Bates. Excellent stuff. Good work, guys. This is good. Bring Rashid Khan back. Corrie into the attack again. 185 for 6. Steve Smith looking really good, though. Trying to just desperately get that next wicket. All is available. Steve Smith's been brilliant in this innings. Proving impossible to dislodge. End of the day's play, 295 for 6. Meredith can bat a bit. He does provide some very nuisance runs at times. Finally got the breakthrough. We got the wicket of Steve Smith, but New South Wales would be happy with their first innings score now, considering the position they're in. So we've ripped through Hazelwood. And we've got the wicket of Lyon as well. They've got an ageing bowling attack, though. They're going to have to reinvest sooner or later. And that's where I'm hoping I come into play with my Tasmanian investments. I've vested young from the get-go. So when teams are starting to rebuild their team, and the Hazlewoods, the Lions, the Steve Smiths and that are gone, it's just when my team will start to rise to the top. 342 is a good score. Got to get Rooney into some form, though. Rooney's had a very much an average season. Hoping he gets amongst the runs. He's just a classy cricketer in general. We could have kept Gabe Bell when I think about it as well, but we're just going in the direction of him not performing for the team. And yeah, just got to get a good start here, more or less. Like some other players that we've had have gone on to play good for other clubs. Just the way it is. 46 without loss. 50-run partnership between the two. Just got to play with confidence here. Spence. He's developing a very good first-class record now. Very established opener. We've stuck with him through good and bad, and it's seeming to pay off very much. Rooney's gone for 44, but we've got a good start. Kofsky's in now. Lovely shots from Spence. Meredith getting taken over the rope, and hopefully this is 50 for Mr. Spence. Another 50. Getting that average close to 40. Oh, Kofsky has been given a life. 124 for 1. Lovely shot, 4 runs. This is okay. This is reasonable batting. Sweep for 4. Just we've got to try and get ahead of New South Wales and try and force them to save the match. And we need Rashid Khan to get into play. But we're one of those sort of teams at the moment that if we lose a wicket, we lose 3 or 4 very quick ones. Spencer's playing an incredible knock again. Lovely shots. And that is 100 for Spence. And that is his 10th first class 100. 10 hundreds, 10 50s. That is a very good established batsman. He's had a good campaign too. In the first class. He was a bit average in the Big Bash stuff, but I think I've found a position for him at 6 for next season. I'm going to move Clark on, unfortunately, the English keeper that we had in our team. It was starting to get really good at the level. Lovely shot, 4 runs. Just got to frustrate these guys. Got to frustrate them. Make sure we don't lose a heap of wickets. So we are building a position of reasonable strength. It's good from Spence. Kofsky, 4 runs. Could be very good also if some good youth players come through the ranks that are bowlers as well. Just to means we can sign them for the Hobart Hurricanes as well. Just thinking about the situation that we're in with them guys at the moment. Like I'm going to have to build the bowling attack from ground up for that. Good innings from Bukowski, 66 of 129 deliveries. No, this is what happens usually. We just got to regroup. Just a few key strikes. At the end of the day, a lot of these New South Wales bowlers have played a lot of cricket and a lot of international cricket as well. So it's very important that we get close to their score, if not passing it. I think Spence has just been dismissed for 125 of 213 deliveries. It was a good innings. But just with the loss of wickets, that shot wasn't necessary. Brings Winters to the crease. 23 for Harvey. End of day 2. 280 for 5. We trail by 62. We're into pretty much the long lineup of bowlers, but Corrie has proven he can bat, and so has Rashid Khan. They have got some scorers under their belts. Their career will put up at 300. Lovely shot from Winters. Out for 9, Corrie, unfortunately. We're really competitive in the first innings a lot against these teams now, just by restricting them in the bowling. It's just the next innings we really struggle because we tend to bat second quite a bit. Lovely shot from Kelly. 335 for 7 now. Lovely shots. This is good. We have a slight lead now. This is a good, handy little partnership. Just need it to go on a little bit longer. We want to tire these guys out just a little bit. Have them out a little bit longer in the field. We've got the part-time of Sanghar on for a few overs. So before the end of the session. Kelly's playing a handy hand. 40 runs so far. 378 for 7. Got the edge away for 4. He's actually gone ahead of Winters in the scoring. Good 50 for Winters, actually. Like, he stuck around when we were losing wickets quite regularly. Kelly's brought up the 50 for himself. Winters has got us to the 400 mark. Just trying to make sure they don't have enough time to really declare and put us under any sort of pressure. Lead by 68 at the moment. Oh, edge away for 4. Kelly will take that. 4 runs again. This is a magnificent partnership. It's going to make this game very interesting. The pitch is deteriorating quite slowly as well. It's going to be hard for them to bat on at least, so we need a decent lead. So we're not chasing much in the second innings if we have to be in that situation. All-time record against New South Wales. Kelly's out for 75. Good knock. That was a really good innings. I think Winters can pick up his scoring rate now. I don't think Charles Stock's going to hang around. Or Rickman for that matter. Oh, it's been hit there, Winters. Lovely shot. 4 runs. Brink brought up the 450. 454 for 9 now. Batted a good amount of time. We're scoring over 3 runs per over. It's been a steady rate. Didn't think we'll get this much with the position we're in, but that really good 75 from Kelly. 92 for Winters. Unfortunately misses out on the 100. Been a very good servant for us in that middle order. But yeah, a couple good scores there. Batsman really stood up with Spence getting that 100. They toured away there. They should be a wee bit tired. There should be a bit on offer for the bowlers. With a little bit of luck. So rain stopped play now, 49. So effectively puts us in a position where probably only we can win the game. And a couple wickets for Corrie. He's got the wickets of Larkin and Patterson. And he's got the wicket of Hughes. Good spell of bowling here. And Rickman gets the wicket of Beckett. 54 for 4 now. Now we'll bring in the ace in the pack and Rashid Khan. He's got the wicket of Sanger. So they're in a bit of trouble here, New South Wales. Oh, that's a terrible delivery from Rashid Khan, but he gets the wicket. Keep him bowling from one end, I think. 27 run lead. Matt Kelly gets the wicket of, crucially, Steve Smith. Got the wicket of Bates. Come on, got to roll these guys. This is a good spell of bowling from Kelly. She can't to Lyon. And we've bowled them out for 113. Good stuff, guys. And we win by an innings and 9 runs. What a display with the ball. That is a very good win for us, and that puts us in 5th place. It's a very close competition. So that game against us in Western Australia could be interesting if I somehow win the next game. That's, of course, the last episode of the season. Season 5. And we've got Rogers back from injury as well. I'm just going to skip forward. We've got a few players really selected by the Australian team, so that means we're a bit weaker there, but good win. We're making progress in the Sheffield Shield. Bowlers are getting more experience. They're getting better all the time. I just think Rashid Khan has added a lot to our bowling attack. It's making the other bowlers a little bit better around them. But yeah, hopefully you liked the video, guys. Give us a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you for the final game of the season.